Yes, good morning again. Thank you very much for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM. Today is 1st of April 2024. I just meant to, give a quick reminder that, for those of us who are planning to carry out pranks on people today, please ensure we do it in a very civil and light-hearted manner, not serious ones. Let nobody be injured and let nobody find themselves in jail just because you want to do April Fools. All right, it's time for Mainland Focus on Mainland FM. Thank you for staying with us. This is the part where you get to be a part of the conversation. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us on those platforms. You can as well drop your contributions in the live chat sections. I will take it as the show progresses. My name still remains Omobola Sandra, and I have Said Fuhad here with me in the studio. All right, so we have two focal points that we're going to be looking through this morning. The first is the major headline on the front page of The Guardian, and that's as regards oil theft persisting in the Niger Delta despite militarization and private security. And we're also going to be looking at the Easter message or messages from the governors, senators, and all of that, where they're begging Nigerians and saying that the hardship will be over soon. Let's kick off with the first one, which is oil theft persists in Niger Delta despite militarization and private security. So what we have is, despite all of that and the involvement of private security outfits in the past 18 months by the NNPCL to safeguard oil production, reduce crude oil theft, Nigerian elites have been accused of stealing the nation's crude, and they appear to be unrelenting and outsmarting the system in an unabated theft. So we have the Nigerian Army, we have the Navy, we have the NSCDC, that's Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. We also have, a private security company that's owned by former militant Tompolo, all being hired to protect our oil installations and tackle rampant theft for 48 billion naira yearly. So, the GCEO of NNPCL, Mele Kyari, has admitted that Nigerian elites are the brains behind crude oil theft in Nigeria. But then we have Niger Delta chieftain, Chief Edwin Clark, who debunked it and said the NNPCL and the military are the ones behind oil theft. So that's a lot of back and forth here now. So, how best can we secure our oil pipelines and facilities? 48 billion every year. Imagine if that is injected into our IGR and all the lots that it can do as regards capital projects and whatnot. So, how best can we secure our oil pipelines? Over 2,400 oil theft incidents have been reported in the last 2 months and the first 15 days of March as it is now. So what exactly can we do? What are your suggestions as regards our security of our pipelines and our facilities? We have a 1.7 million barrel per day target, and in February we struggled to meet 1.3 million barrel per day. Now, do you agree with the GCO NNPCL Mele Kyari that our elites are behind the oil theft? Or would you go with Pa Edwin Clark, who says oil theft is from the NNPCL and the military? Or the NNPCL and the military, are they the elites that they're talking about? What exactly? Maybe it's just semantics. Maybe it's just English that is the issue here. So do you agree that maybe it's Nigerian elites that are behind our oil theft? Or it's the NNPCL and the military? Or both of them are complicit? What do you think about the 48 billion naira oil facility protection contract to Tantita that's owned by former militant leader Tompolo? All right. I mean, a lot of conversations have come up, especially from the Okoma killings, proliferation of weapons in the Niger Delta, non-state actors having access to sophisticated weapons and all of that. And the fact that, militants, in a bid to try to protect their communities, in a bid to try to protect themselves, because there's heavy militarization in the Niger Delta. And then you now have militants as well trying to protect themselves, their ancestry or ancestral lands and all of that. So let's have a conversation as regards the oil facility protection contract to Tantita, owned by former militant leader Uncle Brad Tompolo, and the 48 billion contract is 4 billion per month.
So yearly is 48 billion.
4 times 12. Very simple mathematics there. So 4 billion every month, paid to Tantita Security Services to protect our pipeline. So that's the conversation as regards that. The second one is Easter message. Governors, senators, and political leaders urging Nigerians to be sacrificial. That just as Christ sacrificed for the church, Nigerians should also imbibe the spirit of hope, love, and sacrifice in this season, and that the hardship would end.
They are not trying to say we should sacrifice our lives.
I don't know what it means because one of them said here that to live the ideals of the risen Christ. So he died and he rose again. So maybe Nigerians.
No.
I don't know. But then what we have here is a lot of messages from all of the governors. They all have one thing or the other to say as regards this. You have Borno State governors, Babagana Zulum, say that, Christians, should pray for the country, pray for the president for God's guidance and wisdom. Also, you have Akwa State governor urging Nigerians not to be discouraged. We also have Dapo Abiodun, Ogun State governor, urging Nigerians to be hopeful for a better tomorrow. And we also have Babajide Sanwo-Olu on his own part is calling for a reduction of cost of commodities as the naira is appreciating against the dollar. So we should help ourselves do what we can, But then we also have here Alex Oti of Abia State said in a quest to build an economically vibrant state, the welfare of the citizens was upmost in his own mind in his administration, and that no sacrifice was too big to improve the lives of the people. But then you have Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevore urging Deltans to show love to one another and be willing to make sacrifice for the nation's greater unity. All right. Peace and progress. Then you have Senate leader Okoyemi Bamidele urging Nigerians to imbibe sacrifice and the pains of the savior of mankind, that the savior went through on the cross of Calvary. So Nigerians should also imbibe that sacrifice. He said, and I quote, "The sacrifice we are undergoing today may be painful, just as it was for Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago." All right, heresy is not permitted here. Let's just move on from that. But what he's saying that we should, be sacrificial, and that's what he's saying. Similarly, Nasarawa State Labour Party Chairman Alex Ombugu called for prayers for the state and Nigerians to tackle its numerous challenges, including insecurity and recent hardship. There's just a lot to take away from that. Everyone has one thing or the other to say, but then the major word we can take away from that is sacrifice. So what do you make of these messages from governors and leaders? Should Nigerians be more patient? Do you see light at the end of the tunnel? Or are you like me that I don't see, a whole spectrum of light? I just see a flicker, they're just doing ticking, and all of that. So what should Nigerians be patient? Do you see light at the end of the tunnel? What are the glimmers of hope for a better and brighter future? And there's something that we always say that, it's darker before dawn, or it's darkest before dawn, meaning that, it's around that 2 a.m., 3 a.m. that it's the darkest, and by 4, 5 a.m. it's
dawn comes.
Dawn comes. So maybe we are in the darkest moments, and there's dawn is approaching. Or are you like me that renews your hope every morning? So let's just have a conversation with Fuhad. Then we open the phone line. Fuhad, very quickly, please.
Okay, on the issue of oil theft, we have a problem with semantics here, and that's the definition of elites. Who are the elites of the society? And so I have to really do, let's even check our dictionary to see what the owners of English have said about who elites are in a society. And basically, they're talking about the richest, the most powerful, best educated, and best trained group in a society. A further definition of that is that, look, they are a small group of powerful people who hold a disproportionate amount of wealth, privilege, political power, or skill in a group. Again, emphasis, a small group of powerful people who hold a disproportionate amount of wealth, privilege, political power, or skill in a group. I think the elites are very clear. We know who the elites are. I'm not going to say who the elites are. By this definition, we can say who are the elites of our society. And if the NNPCL GMD CEO is saying that, look, the elites are the ones behind crude oil theft, then your guess is as good as mine. We know the elites. I'm not one of the elites of the society. I don't have money. At least I don't have a disproportionate amount of wealth. I'm not powerful. I have no influence over these things. I don't even have, that kind of control. So I'm off the table as far as this conversation is concerned, because Sandra was going to now lump me into the conversation. So the elites are the elites. I'm not one of them. So, and we know these people. We know them by this definition. So, but again, on a very serious note, Sandra, I think that, look, if there are other nations of the world, we're not the only oil producing nation of the world, Sandra. At least we have, in sub-Saharan Africa, we have Angola. That can be an example we can look at. How is it that in Angola, there's not these terrible reports of crude oil theft in Angola, which is the second largest oil producing nation in sub-Saharan Africa? They are able to at least account for a sizable number of their oil productions on a daily basis. Here we are in Nigeria with the army deployment, with police deployment, with Air Force deployment, with naval deployment, NSCDC deployment. We are still reporting over 60% of crude oil theft. Added to that is the Tantita arrangement that takes 48 billion from us every year, and this is still the situation. We are still not able to meet up our OPEC quota, and that in itself is the reason why we are not able to supply enough even to some of the refineries that have come up, at least from the information we have. So it's a messy situation. Pa Edwin Clark has said that, look, the NNPCL and the military should look at themselves, because again, he thinks they are also culpable in all of these conversations. The reality is that, look, the elites are the ones that have put us in this trouble. Like every other trouble that faces Nigeria, the elites are behind it. The economic trouble we are talking about, when we talk about racketeering and speculation,
capitalists and all
these are the guys who have held the country down. They've held the country by the jugular. And that is why some of us keep complaining. When you see people in politics obnobbing too much with the elitist class, you know, when you see private business owners who have that kind of influence, they walk into the Aso Villa every time, they are able to find their way through some of these things. When it now comes to stepping on big toes, would our political class have the political will to step on those toes? So until we get to that point where politics is different, and then you have these so-called elites who are also held to the rules, you know, you must respect the rules of the land. But it's all muddled up now. You know, it's a complex situation. It's really a complex situation, because the elites we are talking about also have leg in government. They have influences. They are
so the people that
brokers.
to save us are the people that do us.
So I think you now understand what I'm saying. So right. I move on that. On the issue of the messages, I would rather want to put it back at our leaders who are demanding more sacrifice from Nigerians. What part of the life of Jesus Christ have they themselves imbibed? Because from a lot that we know about Jesus Christ, he lived a sacrificial life. For his people, not the people living for him. He led for the people. He lived for the people. To the extent that the sacrifice got to the point where he, as the Christ, sacrificed his life for the people. But now they are saying the people should sacrifice for what they are, what we say they are, what we say of them.
For their vision of Nigeria.
Which vision?
The greater Nigeria.
Look, a greater Nigeria would not come from ordinary words, a mere sloganeering. It has to come from intentional efforts, consistent efforts, you know, deliberate efforts at fixing the problem. So why they are telling Nigerians to sacrifice, we agree. They should also tell us the part of their lives that shows sacrifice for the people and for Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much, Said, for that. Sincerely appreciate. But before we go on, let's just quickly run through Governor Sanwo-Olu's message as well, calling for the reduction in cost of commodities now that the naira is depreciating.
You know, people who do these things are also people who want to profit from very unfortunate situations. It was very easy for them to justify increase in prices, but now that the dollar, because again at that time dollar is 1.9, now it's about 1.3. You know that naturally people are going to be a bit reluctant to want to drop their prices. But if we have this consistent drop, Sandra, they'll be forced to do it eventually, because competition will force them to do it, unless we run a monopoly. But when others are able to also stock up and then, of course, reduce their own prices, I think naturally what you can call market forces would force them to drop their price. It may not happen very fast, but it will eventually happen if we have this consistent drop in the value of the dollar against the naira.
Because some people are very concerned that it's only in Nigeria what goes up doesn't come down. Anyways, the phone line is open, 0913-6000-410. Time check is 8:55 a.m. and you're listening to Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's have a conversation. Two focal points this morning. The cost of oil theft or the cost of oil theft or oil theft persisting despite militarization, private security arrangements, and all of that, and also the conversation around sacrificing for national growth and development. Yes, what are your thoughts?
In the spirit of Easter celebration.
0913 6410 0913 6410. That's the number to call. For text messages and WhatsApp messages, it's 0913 6430 0913 6430. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section as well. As the show progresses, we'll take them. We have quite a number of messages already on Facebook. Thank you very much. Please do well to like, follow, share, subscribe on all our platforms. We really appreciate the support. You have just 2 minutes. Let's keep things clean, and happy new month to everyone. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. This is Austin calling from Aᴏ𝐿.
All right, Austin, please go ahead.
Said, what I've already said, most of the things I want to say. Our problem in this part of the world is, to me, I'm a Christian, so I want to speak for myself. Our problem is religion. And most of our clerics, religious leaders, those who that call themselves, that they say God call them, they are the one putting us, the followers, they are putting us in chains. So that's why this mentality of let's pray. My father prayed. He died at the age of 72. He prayed before he was born. He died at the age of 72. So is our God deaf? Or is he a wicked God? If I ask my father something for 1 year, he did not give it to me, I will call him a wicked father. Talk more a God that my father prayed to, and he died at the age of 72. So let them continue deceiving themselves. I'm not a party. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a party for that. Our problem is man-made problems. I have said it all. So it's not pray. I won't use my one fufu that I ate. If you see 100 fufu now, Sandra, your hand will cover it. I will now wait 100 to buy one small fufu and now stress myself to pray for the problem I know is causing it. Who do all this way? So I don't have that luxury. I don't have that strength for someone to start deceiving. We don't ask questions. Our own is one-sided. You don't have faith. God can do everything. We have forgotten that disobedience is a sin. We have forgotten that. Disobedience is a sin. We have forgotten. So let me just this is your friend Cyril Ospino. I've not heard anything from you.
All right, Cyril. I'll talk to you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Austin. I appreciate your contribution. 0913 6410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Sandra.
Yes, good morning.
Mr. Said, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Alhaji.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
First of all, on the issue of the Governor's National Assembly appeal to Nigeria, I will say, look, when you deceive people, you cannot deceive God. The reality is what the kind of prophecy, the kind of explanation, made about Jesus Christ himself. Jesus Christ, like you said, make a lot of sacrifice for humanity. But what is their own position? Are they doing it? So if President Bola Tinubu is trying to do everything possible, and the governors and the Senate, the National Assembly is not doing same, we are going nowhere. Because these are the people that is drawing us back. They live a flamboyant lie. You understand? Forgetting they're not making it. But they forgot something. Vanity upon vanity. We've had a lot of governors of them. After 2 consecutive times, they didn't take all their loot to heaven. Money is going to remain in this world. So that is number one. On the issue of Kyari, we're talking about that night. Looting our crude oil. Why? If Kyari can mention that, the onus lies on the federal government. And we keep on saying that some untouchable people in this country, that the government, they are both government. So it's a problem. And if we cannot, the so-called allies, you see, who are the allies? Your analyst, some power mentioned, we have a lot of security agents. I wonder, you see, you remember, I don't know what is wrong with this country. When we are producing food, some years back, we maintain our quota 2 million barrels per day. So what is wrong? So it is because of these people. So I think it's better for the federal government, President Tinubu, to stand by his feet. These people that is drawing us up back, and it is to face them squarely. And look, let me tell you the statement of the Lagos State Governor. Well, I don't know what to do about that, about the cost of price. Nigeria is so wicked. When you go and buy something, they will say, Emiloko. You understand all this kind of rubbish? Emiloko what? Now it's appreciating, dollar is going down, and you are not doing something. But God will judge all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Suber. Appreciate. Thank you. Hello.
Morning to you, Sandra and Fuad. Engineer Nee from Yabra. Happy New Month to you.
Happy New Month to you too, sir.
Thank you. On the 9th of this month is my own birthday. So all your teachings that you're using your Easter and this planning something.
Yes.
All of them. Pack them and bring my own.
Happy birthday in advance, Engineer Nee.
Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Amen.
You see, the governor, first of all, they have been settled through the sweat of the masses. The National Assembly, you see them switching all the mic of the Rivers State Senator, a ranking senator that said he did not get the largesse. So they have been settled. So they have to say something. We have not had the last. The judiciary that has been given the Mughal salary now, 5.7 to the Chief Justice, monthly salary. With this inflation period, we have deficit balance of payment that is reported in the news today. So they are saying that you continue to praise and praise and praise. And Mr. President said that, yes, this economy, Nigeria will be great again because monies are coming. Whereas the citizenry are getting poorer and poorer by the day. People are dying in stampedes, scrambling for food in Nasarawa, Bauchi, and in Lagos here in Yaba, running the custom side. How can you reconcile that? They should put out on their thinking card. They should be masses oriented in their thinking. They should be sensitive and sensible to the plight of the people. And the Onanuga should stop abusing people. We know him for done journalism. He's in government today. All of them should now, they are satisfied. Get them fat salary. They should remember the masses. Don't upset the system further than this. And because you upset the system, that is why you see people in Kebbi looting the warehouses. The same thing in this Kyari talking. You put your thinking cap, put on your thinking cap, put your priority right. See, there are people in security who know how to marshal your point and fix them in the rightful direction, position. When you don't have the idea, call people that have the idea.
All right.
To assist you. There is no Mr. No. Try.
It's okay. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Ufa.
Yes, happy Easter to you.
Thank you.
That's why they push.
Good morning.
Sandra, this your former colleague, Deyeminko.
It's not my former colleague. David Saka is well and is ill and hearty and is on the also outside. One day he was with us some 2 weeks ago. Maybe.
But yes, please let me always do with you. Even let me ask why this your Wednesday program. This your since your the other guest is no longer coming. Can you put me also? Please let me also hear his analysis towards your music politics program.
I don't understand what you're saying.
He's requesting DMI Saka's presence in politics. Whenever he's available, DMI Saka has bigger responsibilities now, so we can't have access to him as much as before.
Used to have.
Yes.
Please, just greetings for me.
All right.
Yes,
thank you very much.
On the issue we are discussing today.
Still on 2 minutes.
You know, yes, I will just make it very simple. Everything just lied on our leadership. The issue we are mentioning the oil state in Delta State. if we have had a good leader since the beginning that with this oil have discovered, what is happening in Delta State today in the South region will not happen. Even though the people they also get the contract, they are doing 50-50. So, with the huge money they are paying them, to be sincere to themselves, they are not doing the job the way they're supposed to do. Because if they are doing the job the way they're supposed to do, with huge amount they are collecting monthly, the issue of oil they record in the month of March, it shouldn't happen. Just that's my take.
All right. Thank you very much, Ufama. Appreciate it. 0913-6000-410. That's the number to call. Time check right now is 6 minutes past 9. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Please turn off your radio. Please turn off your radio set. I think that's the first thing you should do as soon as you connect, on the phone line. Very important.
That is my name from Ejibo.
Justice.
I want to agree with the squad about the issue of sacrifices that our leaders have asked us to do. Bamidele wrong his assertion that we should make sacrifices. Whereas the leaders, Christ himself was a leader. He made sacrifice for the followers. Why can't they make sacrifices for the followers instead of asking the masses?
All right, I didn't get the name, but I heard something line of Justice. I hope I got that correctly. Or Justin. Yes, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. We'll take some WhatsApp, Facebook messages now. We'll be back to the phone line in a bit. This is still Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. I have here on Facebook, Ebilade Ambo is saying, I won't be surprised if it turns out the people we sent to protect our pipelines are involved in the pilferage of our oil wealth. It's like employing a goat to watch over your yams or a cat to keep an eye on roasted fish till you return from the market. Saudi Arabia is using state-of-the-art technology to monitor its pipelines. We should learn from them. And that's Ebilade Ambo sharing his own thoughts. I agree with tech, but, I don't know. I like bar life. I don't know if I got that correctly, but please, Femi Moses is saying, I've missed your quality shows. I relocated to Ibadan. Still considering listening online. My greetings to the amazing Mr. Tahid Fuhad. Thank you very much. I mean, you can always join us on Facebook or download the Facebook and YouTube. Yes, down Facebook and YouTube. Or you can download Radio Guardian on your phone and listen to us via Radio Guardian app. Just search for Milan FM. Thank you for staying with us. Moses Ebong, it's been a while. How are you doing? He said, I'm still searching for the meaning of sacrifice and elite and elitism. And that's Moses Ebong. I also have here Bilade Amboy is still saying, Jesus came to serve, not to be served. We elected our leaders to serve us, but we end up serving them. Bilade, thank you. Also, James Ogbona from Oshodi. Sandra and Fuad, I greet you with renewed determination. Let me first welcome you guys to the one and only best month of every year. Every other month respects April. I'm guessing he's an April-born person. Mr. Fuad, I'm tired of all these Easter, Christmas, and Salah messages. It's only during festive period that you know that our politicians know the Bible and the Quran. You'll be wondering that these people know God's word, yet they refuse to obey and only come out to preach to us during religious festivals. They should please, the one we are hearing from our pastors and imams every day is enough. They should lead by example by sacrificing first and be patient too with us while we continue to disturb them. And that's James Ogbona. And those are the messages that we have for now on Facebook. We don't have messages yet on YouTube, but you can drop your messages on our Facebook and YouTube platforms at Mainland 98.3 FM. We'll take the messages as the show progresses. All right, let's go back to the phone line. We'll be back to WhatsApp messages in a bit. 0913 6000 410 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Mr. Damlola.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Happy Saturday to you guys.
Thank you.
On the issue of the message of those our governors, our governors, our leaders, they are very beautiful in using words, different semantics. That is their talent. In fact, they are telling us to actually give sacrifice. The example of Jesus, he laid down his life for the followers. They are the ones that are supposed to lay down their life for us, not we lay down our life for them. In fact, I wonder, even Mr. President, the governors, what kind of sacrifice can they even tell the whole world or Nigerians that actually make sense, that actually come to power? It's all about the kind of living life, in fact, larger than the people, and they are coming back to us to actually take the message of Jesus Christ. Jesus was a leader. He died for disciples, for the followers, for the Christians. They are supposed to lay that down and die for us, as we pray for them, and do the needful, not giving the message back to the people. So they should wake up and go and read the Bible very well. On the issue of NNPC and Mele Kyari is one of the elite within that life. I must tell you, I'm still wondering. These guys are supposed to be in prison. I wonder why Mr. President allowed to be there. Now, talking about, I agree with Edwin Clark. The thing is just like our military. We have them a lot here. If you see the kind of monsters, you will think maybe banks are turned to microfinance, or maybe are turned to central bank. A lot of things. They are Uncle Tompolo. I wonder, when we are giving non-state actor on war ground, in this country, we just have to come clearly to the reality of our existence. All these boo-boo we are doing, we are putting ourselves. How long are we going to be living in this paradise? Yes. It's uncalled for. Let's wake up. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Damlola from Alaba. I appreciate. I really wish we could have more time on trends in the papers. There's a lot to discuss in the papers, this morning. But unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of time. That's why we always encourage you to stay tuned to our other programs, for further conversations as regards so many other aspects of current affairs as it is happening in Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sandra. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're from Bariga.
All right, Mr. Joe, please go ahead.
Mr. Ford, I think you're there. I have my group.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Mr. Ford, you see, and then we'll continue to talk and talk and talk. These governors, they are the main problem of our country. These governors, you look at every month, large chunk of money is allocated to them. Large chunk of money is allocated to them. Like in my own state, I don't want to mention, if I mention them, then say I'm calling them. In my own state, Imo State is even the worst. If you go there, the money they are giving the money, I don't know what they're using it for. So these governments have given us headache. They just give the money, they go and buy properties in abroad, do everything, you buy empires, and they live very good, and they say we should wait. Wait for what? Or the one would actually wait and die every day. We cannot wait any longer. Thank you, Nigerians.
Okay. Are you speaking? Okay. Oh, that's us. Was speaking for.
Talking to his fellow Nigerians.
Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Yes.
Good morning, Fuad.
Good morning, Mr. John. Yes.
Yes, just like always that you have been doing. You are quite right about the people, about those that have been our senior of our school. The other time they told us that is the elite and the military, and that they will deal with them through kinetic and non-kinetic means. I think you remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of the two, which one have they done now? They are coming again to tell us that there is the military and the elite, and they are not doing anything about this. Like I've been saying, these people are not serious, honestly. They are not giving us good governance. We know. But it is only left for Nigerians not to be deceived and know that the politicians are our number one enemy. And they are telling us again that we should sacrifice. And they are going home with jumbo salary, feeding fat, living larger than life, living large at the expense of the citizens. So what? In my territory here, there are people, families that cannot afford to even feed twice a day. Once they eat, once they have a meal in a day, they don't know where the next meal will come from. See people begging for money on the street. I can be saying these people are not in tandem with our reality. They don't know what we are doing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Mr. John. Hello.
Good morning.
Your radio set. Good morning.
Yes, ma. Happy Easter, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Wad.
Good morning, sir.
We thank God for another day.
Yes, sir.
I went for a program. I just came in now, and I hear we are talking about sacrifice. I don't know who is telling us that we should make sacrifice. I don't understand. Sacrifice for what? Since Mr. President came in, he has been oiling the hands of all these politicians. The governor's allocations have tripled. Local government chairman allocations have tripled. And they are telling us to make sacrifice. Sacrifice for what? Just like Joe from Badika said, when you give them money, they'll go and buy houses abroad. They'll go and buy dollars. They'll go and stash away dollars. They are not building factories in their state. What stops all of these monies for government investing them? We have not seen improved roads. We have not seen improved lights. In fact, in our area now, we don't, sometimes 2 weeks we don't get light. So what sacrifice are they telling us to make? When they are sick, they will go abroad. Their children are abroad. So nothing that they are giving to Nigerians. And the truth is that Nigerians, they know what they want. It is some few of us who have, allowed ourselves to be used. We begin to praise government. I don't know why you are praising government who has come to say, elect me. I want to do this, I want to do that. You now come and begin to praise them. Praise them for what? That you have decided. Is it by force? And then when you get in there, you begin to misbehave. I look at this country and I see that we are our own problem. So for me, I don't know the sacrifice they want us to do. Because even the way there is hungry now, serious hunger. People are hungry. By telling people to make sacrifice. And your belt, if you double 3, the belt itself cannot size your waist.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Pastor Ambrose. Appreciate. All right, let's move on to the next call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Johnson from Ojo.
Mr. Johnson from Ojo, please go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Good morning,
Happy
sir.
Easter to you.
Happy Easter to you too, sir.
To the topic we are on to, the thing is just there, I will just summarize it. You should just throw the message back to them. The sacrifice they should forfeit their salary to sacrifice for us. They should forfeit their allowances to sacrifice for us. Those fat bonuses they've been having, they should forfeit it.
Are you
for just 1 year?
Ordinary pension of past governors, we are still covered.
We are still begging them to sacrifice now.
I want to tell them how to sacrifice for the market.
Okay, all right.
If they don't know how to sacrifice, let me tell them how to sacrifice.
It's okay.
So they should forfeit all those bogus allowances they've been having. That is part of sacrifice. They shouldn't come on air and be like beautiful script. We are tired of that. And back to the aspect of the thing. The governors and the elites, they know what they are doing. They are the problem. Yes, they are the problem. So they go and fix the problem they caused by themselves. So Nigeria will be better. So then from there we'll know how to get our revenue and all we've been losing. We know how to get it back. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Good morning to you as well, Mr. Johnson. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Robert.
Robert, where are you calling from?
Yes. Papa Lagos here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Robert.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your analysis. Every time I always appreciate you. You are my sister over there.
Thank you.
What I want to say is that we Nigerians, like other people say, the politicians are not our problem. We are our problem. We the Nigerians, so to me, we are our problem. Because these people that are ruling us today, are they not from our society? They are from our society. We know them. We know most of them that they are not good, yet we still queue behind them and voted for them. So why are we complaining? We are not supposed to complain. When they give us 1 cup of garri or 1 cup of rice, we are okay with it. We will queue behind them and we'll be hailing their names. And today we are suffering. Why are we crying? We are not supposed to cry. I think so. We Nigeria, we refuse to learn. That is the problem. We refuse to learn. Buhari was there yesterday. We were crying. And he left now today. We are still crying again. And I just pray that we will not make another mistake again. Thank you. I don't have much to say, sir. God bless you.
Well, thank you very much for the brevity as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Prince White. Good morning.
May God bless you, bless your management, and bless my country, Nigeria.
Amen.
The same is to sacrifice. We are sacrificed already. And we will know what we are sacrificing for. Immediately the subsidy was removed, floating of naira, some of us, not all of us, some of us know we are going to see us as it. And this type of job have never been taking this country before. If somebody is a lion-hearted that can take this drastic decision, it has been taken as no reverse. So if they say we should sacrifice, yes, we are sacrificing already. Only those who are sacrificed for, if you know. Like the government, this house is so to peace. They have to be changed. That we give it to know. If you make sure it will get better, and people touching Nigeria, we know it will get better. But as of now, we are feeling the pain. Now, when we talk about subsidy removal, money is coming out now to all the government we are talking about. How did they imply the money? It's what we have to be putting to them. Use the money for the people. And the money that they are put to the federal government, they should provide electricity for us. Those used to handle our NEPA in this country today, they are not competent. Majority of them. Take it away from them. Give a capable hand to handle it. Spend the money for our road because we are making gain. Look at Naira. That the time is going to 1,009. People are saying, hey, it goes to 2,000 Naira. But it's gradually coming down. It means the central bank is getting it right. All of us, we must be watching them. When they need to be criticized, criticize them. Right. When they need to be praised, the praise is necessary. Right. So, but this morning, we are feeling the pain, and by the grace of God, by this celebration, they just to get better. That's better grace of Almighty. Go on to you all.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. I appreciate your contribution. This is Milan 98.3 FM. You're on to Milan Focus. And the two focal points we are looking at this morning, the first, which hasn't really been considered in the conversations so far, is the cost of oil thefts. Oil theft persists in Niger Delta despite militarization and private security. So basically, we're looking at the fact that we have the Nigerian Army, we have the Navy, we have the NSCDC, and we have private security arrangement in the Niger Delta. But we still see about almost 50 to 60% of our crude stolen on a monthly or daily basis. In the past 2 months alone, we've had over 2,400 cases of oil theft incidents in the past 2 months alone. And we have a fact that on private security arrangement, we have a 48 billion naira contract with Uncle Brad Tompolo of Tantita Security Services, who was a former militant leader who has been engaged by the federal government for security over pipelines and facilities. So then we now have NNPCL GCEO saying that or putting the blame or shifting the blame on Nigerian elites, saying they're responsible for oil theft. But then you have elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark coming and saying no, it is NNPCL and military that is responsible for oil theft. So, how best can we secure our pipelines? Do you agree with Mele Kyari, or do you go with Pa Edwin Clark, or do you think it's just all semantics? The NNPCL and the military are the elites. We don't know. What do you think about the 48 billion oil facility protection contract to Tantita, owned by former militant leader Tompolo? Secondly is, of course, the message from governors and political leaders and our senators and our reps, calling for sacrifice on the part of Nigerians, saying the hardship will end soon. What do you make of these messages? Do you think Nigerians should be more patient? What are the glimmers of hope for a better and greater future? Some would argue that the fact that the Naira has been appreciating in the past 1 week or 2 weeks or onto something, do you agree with that as well? So those are the focal points. Let's have a conversation. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. For text messages and WhatsApp messages is 0913-6000-430. We're live on Facebook, so you can join the conversation on our Facebook platform and our YouTube platform as well at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can drop your contributions there. We'll take them as the show progresses. We have some WhatsApp messages here. I'll just quickly take them and we'll take them Facebook messages, and then we're back to the phone line. I have here, good morning, crew, and happy Easter. Okay. I want to give credit to Senegal in their presidential elections, and this is not on the focus this morning. Good morning, Milan FM. Tinubu's government wants us not to abuse them again. He gave Engineer Bonnie from Alimosho. Well, the billion, that's how former President Buhari wasted 8 good years telling us to be patient. And that's Engineer Bonnie from Alimosho sharing his own thoughts. I also have here, good morning and happy new month to Milan FM. When it comes to sacrifice, I think Nigerians have made a lot of sacrifices. From the first day this administration took over, many have lost their lives in the process. We should continue sacrificing. The other point, if they want to stop oil theft, many political elites will be culpable. That's why it's very difficult to stop it. I guess he agrees that there are elites that are responsible. Okay, Chuku from Ojuelegba. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Hi, Milan FM. I really don't understand how our leaders see us. From this Easter statement, it only goes to show that there are plenty Jesus Christ and only one Christian, as they have changed the interpretation of the Bible. Is it not supposed to be one Jesus Christ sacrificing to help the Christians? For prices of goods, as far as we do not reduce fuel price, fight the most worrisome, which is insecurity. And if I go into details, you guys will say we should not say it. Why can't the farmers that are spread all around the country, as majority of them have been sent away from their lands and all over the country begging for food on the streets, until we solve the issue of insecurity, fuel price, power, the dollar will rise again in the next 2 months. Sean from Festac, thank you very much. All right, I also have here Wasiu from Sango. Good morning, happy new month, happy Easter. Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. The goodwill message from our governors talking about sacrifices, to me, it seems like mockery. For someone earning millions as against someone with a 30,000 naira minimum wage. Owen from Lagos. This minimum wage conversation, I don't know. Should we have it? Should we not have it? Well, definitely we need to have it. All right, I also have here, good morning, Mainland FM. This is Gege Joshua from Ebute Meta. All these political leaders preaching sacrifice, are they joking or what? What specific sacrifices are they paying exactly? Okay. I also have here, good morning, Fuad and Sandra and Pastor Sunday from Magburo. Let nobody in Nigeria tell me to sacrifice. Our early nationalist leaders sacrificed their lives for Nigeria to become the best country in Africa. History will judge these current leaders. It's just a matter of time. Christ became poor for us to be rich. May the joy of this season be your portion. I still believe in a better Nigeria in the future. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the phone line. 0913-6000-410. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Happy Easter.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Nolly from Yanakbaja.
Nolly.
Lucky.
Lucky. All right.
The problem we have with this country, I know somebody said, before I said the dollar is coming that we have to appreciate. I don't know what is wrong with us in this country. Somebody came, you meet the dollar at the rate of 720 or 710. You jack it to almost 2,000. You are not bringing it down. People are saying they should clap for you. Clap for what? They don't know clap for. If you want to clap for issue, what we are begging this government to bring the dollar to that 710. What Buhari came in, a bag of rice was 8,000, 9,000. Buhari jacked it to 35,000. What we are about to use to eat, Tinubu came, he jacked it to 80,000 naira. Then if you not bring it to 50,000, we don't clap for him. All I know is that we have done the mistake. 2027, let us just sit up and not do a mistake again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. Very practical. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Well, today speaking from Akowajo.
All right, Mr.
Thank you, madam. In fact, the last caller have already said it. For me, I just glad this government is a failure government. Gary came that time, he said that we should be endure patience next level. This one come now, a million come. Oh, we can hope in 6 months. I'm sure Adela sacrifice for himself, for Nigeria to make everything happy. A lot of people are doing it. See the outcome, and the end of the people should be giving endure sacrifice cause sacrifice. My own is that last caller already said it. Mr. Kwabon, everybody know. We know we are monitored. We know that what they are saying. So that's why we are complaining. Everybody, 2027, bring your voter card. Let us go back and put them out. These parties don't have anything to offer. They don't see good things in past administration. When they talk to their owner, they say that people should be supporting them. I can never support them. I can never wish them anything. My own is that 2027, I don't want to hear anything from them. That's why we are telling people, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stop people fooling you. They are not coming to this house to come and solve because give Nigeria everything we want. These people, they know what they are doing. That's why when they are coming, they believe paparazzi, they damage it. They are supposed to ask them questions. Put their paper, sign this thing. Yeah, this is not working. What can we do for you? After 4 years, 3 years, we don't do that one. But then they just right, stand there, it's use that this thing. They are waiting for 2000. Nothing I can do for me. Those sacrifice, they should be eating their sacrifice doing their own wala.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Tunde. It's all right. Thank you. It's okay. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's a lot of energy. Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Rosemary. I'm calling from Ojodu.
All right,
Hi,
Rosemary.
Ms. Rosemary.
I was in my compound last week. One of the APC members came back. He said, dollars and naira is 1,000. He was happy. I just look at him. I just said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Somebody that came in under, Buhari makes the dollars and naira under 200 naira. You now take it to 750. You now came in, you now take it to almost 2,000. People are clapping hands. Last time I bought rice at the money that's supposed to buy four bags of rice, they are buying only half bag of rice, and people are clapping hands. They say we should sacrifice. Sacrifice what? Are they doing the same thing? So please, the other caller say we should do the need to 2027. People that I know, if even though nobody vote for him, people will still find his way to the throne. That's the move for you. Even though nobody vote, he will still enter. So God will help us.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Rosemary.
I nobody votes. I don't know. You have to vote.
I have no sense. We're live. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Sandra now.
Oh, I'm well.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Madam, where are you calling from? I don't think I've ever.
I'm calling from my bedroom.
Where's your bedroom located?
In fact, my bedroom is in fact, Sandra, this government is wicked. No light. They bring our weekly faith and fasted for 40 days. They bring our Easter. It is during Easter period that national grid will be falling down. They're doing la balaba, bam. It will off. Since yesterday, no light. And if you ask now, they will say it's national grid. No light, no money. The weather is so hot. Oh, Sandra, there's something wrong with us in this country. Not happy. This is where I was born. This is where I grew up. And what I'm seeing, as if as I'm aging, things are deteriorating. God forgive these our leaders. They are wicked. Why is national grid falling every time? Why is it falling every time? Look at us. Heat. I can't sleep in the night. If I go and measure my sleeping, I'm sure to be reading 170 over 100. They want to kill Madam Ife. They won't kill me. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Happy Easter, Lagos.
Thank you, Madam Ife. I appreciate it. No, nobody will kill anybody. We are all, striving towards the same goal. Hello. Good morning.
I greet you on Easter Monday. Mr. Kangolina.
Mr. Kangolina.
I greet you, man.
We greet you.
We greet you as well. We greet you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Kangolina.
I've been talking about this light. Thank God that the thing is everywhere now.
So you are happy that it's everywhere now?
It's everywhere now.
Yes. You see, these are the issues.
All the people who prevented me from voting, they are all enjoying the darkness. It's good for them.
These are the issues. Let's not be petty.
I just said let me greet you now.
Okay, we are greeting.
Okay.
You see, Mr. Fuad, for those governors who are saying that we should endure that things are getting better, they are not alone. Even the president has said so. And you come back and tell me that the naira is appreciating against the dollar. What the Indian governor is doing, even a trader in the market can do it. So there's no spectacular thing that he's doing. You are just wake up every morning, you carry dollar and go and sell to Aboki people. We all know the theory of demand and supply. When the demand is low, when the supply is high, the price falls. So that is what we're doing there. There's something spectacular. It doesn't go to the basics. And let me tell you, Mr. Fuad, this is not the current value of the naira that we are doing. This is artificial means that you are using to bring down the price. So it will not work. It's not sustainable like you said. So anybody telling us that things are getting better, how long will they continue to go to this to sell dollar to these people to bring the price down? In America, that we have the stability of currency and all those super countries. Is that what they are doing? So the question you ask, you are coming to tell me to endure. And while you people are enjoying, all of them are eating chicken. They are eating chicken all over this nation. We can't even buy chicken. Yeah. So my brother,
thank you.
Happy Easter Monday. And let's endure the darkness.
It's all right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kangwilina. Those are the problems. Chicken.
I think it's IKDC that supplies Mafoluku. It has to be IKDC.
Yes.
Can you please just help Mr. Kangwilina? He's been complaining about darkness in Mafoluku.
They have transformer.
They should.
That's a question. That's one question.
And if they don't, that should be the job of IKDC to give them transformer.
To provide it.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fuad. Good morning, Sandra. This is Paul from Ebeda.
All right, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, happy Easter. The radio station did not give us anything for this Easter. Why? At least they're supposed to give us a handout now. You know, as Nigeria did now.
We're working on public holiday. That's enough. Yeah.
Oga Fuad.
Mr. Paul, good morning, sir.
Well, since you people are working on public holiday, we wanted to send some parcels across, but it will not reach you.
Yeah.
So you are in the office. No wahala. Maybe when the Ramadan will come, maybe you will not work that day. We'll be able to reach out to you. Personally, will reach out to you and Sandra.
No problem.
We'll be waiting.
So back to the issue.
Yes.
You know, every day when I wake up, I always laugh about this country. I say, this country, you know, will kill you. Every day you hear new stories, fresh stories. The same thing that we had 10 years ago. They started refreshing it with the cotton seed, powder it, do everything, present it as if it is fresh. You see the same old story. You understand? Okay, Tompolo was declared wanted. You see, I don't know whether Nigerians or the elite, they forget easily that we keep record, and internet will never forget. This is Tompolo that was declared wanted by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The same Tompolo now is a security, contractor, giving billions of naira, having the privilege to acquire arms, sophisticated arms. Look, let's learn from what happened between Osama bin Laden and the United States when he was being used against certain countries, as we were made to know. It is not fair. Obi said this thing. An ordinary man on the street cannot steal oil in Nigeria. It is not possible because the process of stealing it is not a child play. So it is those that are in authority, those that are security, that is in charge of our security, just like Obi said, they are the ones that should tell us who is stealing the oil. Without their approval and their knowledge, there is no way. A common man like me on the street cannot go and do oil bunkering. Do I have money to rent ship? Do I have money to pay those boys? So they should go back. What Edwin Clark said is truth. The people that are perpetuating this thing is among the elite, and that is why they are doing nothing about it. As regards to sacrifice, Jesus sacrificed that we may be rich.
Right.
Okay, let the rich be sacrificed so that the poor Nigerians will become rich.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your contribution. I think that's the last we can take as regards phone calls. We have to wrap things up. We have quite a number of messages on WhatsApp and Facebook. So I'll just wrap things up with those ones. This is still Mainland 98.3 FM. You're listening to Mainland Focus. Chika Bende from Trade Fair. Nigeria economy is nothing to write home about, and governors and senators have the guts to be asking Nigerians for patience when they themselves are busy stocking dollars and living extravagant lifestyle. Let them not provoke people to anger. And that's Chika Bende from Trade Fair there. I also have Mike Moses. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. You people are doing a great job. God bless you. Thank you, Mike Moses. I also have Macau Sunday. Our leaders should jettison their lavish lifestyle and sacrifice by cutting all their allowances and salaries. Then they can advise us to sacrifice. And that's Macau Sunday. Sean Johnson is saying, is it a crime to have almost all the mineral resources in the world? Okay, what? How can you have money in the house and you go to market to beg for food and products? Does this make sense? We have crude, yet we cannot have refineries working. We have resources to make trillions for us, yet we go out to borrow money. This only goes to show that we have entered special agreement with the enlightened ones, and this secret agreement will come out one day, and this will be our salvation. Sean Johnson, thank you.
What kind of agreement is that?
The secret agreement.
I agree with him.
You can't know secret agreement.
You can't be, in the midst of plenty and continue to suffer this way. 44 solid mineral resources.
Remember I don't know if it was Sakangulina or was it you that said you have yam at home.
But you can't make
so you sell yam to your neighbor. Then you now buy pounded yam from your neighbor. Why can't you have mortar and pestle in your house?
The most ridiculous thing. You have crude oil. God gave, without any effort, God put crude oil amongst the nations of the world under your own soil.
That's very
but to now build a refinery and make it work is a problem. And then you are still begging God. So God will come and help you to build refinery.
Again.
After selecting you as one of the few countries to have oil. That's why prayer, sometimes this is our idea of prayer in Nigeria.
It's okay.
You don't want me to say what I want to say?
You're currently praying. You're currently praying for me. And your prayers are being answered. Hello, Milan FM. It's unfortunate that we continue to allow our leaders to take us for a ride. If not, are they not supposed to see or feel that Nigerians should by now be tired of saying at every festive season we should pray, fast? Okay, a very, very long read. But thank you very much, Mr. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Ọ̀nàtóyè. I also have Delemi Eni saying good morning. I always listen to your program. Well, say all the time. Nigerian senators have nothing to offer. One of them celebrated his wife's birthday, lavishing money on that day. And we will never do. May God help us. Okay. Also, Christopher Effiong is sharing his own message here as well. We also have Chili Wheels, Oluwatosin Williams. We also have Kayode Adeboye and the world all sharing messages. Unfortunately, we can't read them all. I sincerely apologize. Also, to those who called in that we couldn't take your call, my sincere apologies. We don't have enough time. Time is a luxury on this show. But that's why we have, other programs designed for your pleasure to join in. Open Forum is on Thursday, 1 p.m. It's open mic. You call in and share all of your thoughts as regards any of the stories that trended in the past 1 week. That's on Thursdays by 1 p.m. We also have Midweek Politics, or our political shows. We have two of them. Midweek Politics on Wednesdays by 1 p.m. and on Sundays by 6 p.m. all anchored by Said Fuad. And we also have the Situation Room, 4 p.m. every day, where we have other conversations as well. So, all you have to do is stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM. My name still remains Omobola Sandra. Thank you very much, Saidfad.
Thank you for having me, Sandra.
We'll be back by 10 a.m. for Global View, where we'll be looking at the top 3 trending stories on the international scene. So stay tuned.
You are listening to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Good morning.